What's going on, everybody? All I gotta say is, thank God it's over. And for those who are wondering why it's over, go read the title and the thumbnail. Honestly, am I upset? In a way, yes, but at the same time, I'm not surprised of how bad as well. But um I don't know. It's getting to the point where it's 3 years of the same exact fucking shit. And for those who are wondering what the same shit is, well, that's also losing not having good results in the postseason. And I'm not gonna be the only one we're gonna be airing our grievances out. Oh, excuse me. But there's a lot of things that not just myself, but my best friend Tyler, for those who have kind of know that he's my other half of the Sports and Wrestling Connection YouTube page. I don't know. Words cannot describe of how pathetic the Phillies have played in this postseason. The fact that game one, you wasted Wheeler's absolute gem. Game two, Sanchez pitches well, and you fucked that up somehow. Game three, you had Nola. Was okay, but still couldn't get the job done. And now in game four, Ranger pitched his ass off despite laboring through the first inning. And speaking of Tyler, let me get the right frames. Oh, I'm scrolling way too damn fast. Nope, wrong section. There we go. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, please hurry. Like I said,
Rob Thompson, count your fucking days.
Not just him, Kevin Long too.
Yep. And I already said it on Facebook, and somebody that I'm friends with agreed with me. Rob Thompson, you were literally the Doc Rivers of playoff of baseball. You're literally Doc Rivers.
Oh yeah. But I was going to also add to this too, because I remember I got called fucking crazy. I was like, "Oh, you can't fire Rob Thompson." And it's funny because it's like I may not know when shit happens, but the fact this happened.
Is this a dig at me?
No, this is not a dig at you.
Oh, I thought it was like a subtle.
Actually, I take that back. It's a slight dig at you.
Slight dig at me. I can tell, but I deserve it. I can take it. I deserve it because I'm done. I'm done. Rob Thompson, you're literally the fucking Doc Rivers of baseball.
3 years.
3 fucking years of this shit. And also, it reminds me of literally that stretch from 2009 to 2011. What happened? Every year we went backwards.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I expect next year?
And what would that be?
Wild card.
Honestly.
You know what I expect you after that? Missing the fucking playoffs. If we're gonna keep on this trend,
I mean, should at this point just blow it up if you want to go.
I'm not gonna say completely blow it up. I'm not gonna say that. You know, we can't waste Harper like that. I mean, we're wasting him already, but we can't.
Well, not just Harper. I mean, shit, we wasted how many times has Zach Wheeler has pitched his ass on the postseason, and we can't do anything for him. Sanchez pitched well in game 2, didn't do shit. Game 3,
Nola pitched pretty well.
Nola was okay.
Nola was okay. He only gave up 2 runs, but if we did something on offense in game 3, we still would have won, even though we gave up 2 runs. But no, the offense had to 1, 2, 3 out.
Arcu, frauds is not the right word. Actually, you know what? I'll take that back.
Arcu. That is the exactly fucking right. Frauds. That's what y'all are. Frauds. because you won a division for nothing.
Yeah, a failure of a season.
Failure.
And
It was an absolute failure.
And what's
You
funny about that is because I had a lot of Phillies fans coming at me, I would say about the last year and a half. Because for some reason, like they call me crazy, about and you were kind of part of it too, about calling for Topper's head, but none of y'all didn't see what didn't really kind of.
But here's my thing: you were calling for his head in the middle of the season. I was sitting here saying, wait. I'm like, wait a minute, let this play out. Because every manager, even like the World Series winning ones, they make boneheaded mistakes.
Well, for Topper, it's consistent.
For Topper, I had to wait and see what happens in the playoffs for Topper. What happened in the playoffs? You're leaving Hoffman for too fucking long. Bases fucking load. You let the bases get loaded, Topper. And then after that, what does Hoffman do? He let his nervousness get to him.
Mm-hmm.
4 straight runs.
And this is not the first time Hoffman has imploded with it on this roster in the postseason. This ain't the first time this has happened.
Last year. What happened against the Diamondbacks? The same situation.
And that's what's going to the fact this is twice especially 2 years in a row with the offense goes fucking cold in the postseason. I don't get it.
But the thing is, though, it's been 3 years because they went quiet in the World Series against the Astros.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that because I don't want to talk about the fucking no hitter.
The big thing with this team that really irks me about the last 3 years is that they got quiet earlier and earlier,
which should not fucking happen.
Should never happen. Should never fucking happen.
You don't see the Padres. You don't see the Padres going fucking quiet. You don't see Detroit or Cleveland.
No.
And what did they do? They don't rely. I mean, they may hit a home run here and there. But what they do small ball. It ain't that difficult.
Guess what, you idiots? Singles can score runs. Doubles can score runs. Triples can score runs. You can't just hit home runs and call it, oh, you can score runs, hit home runs, sure.
But that can last you for so long.
You idiots. You idiots. There's other ways you can score. That's how baseball works.
Because like I said, I don't want to be too loud because knowing that I got neighbors.
Yeah, I know you're not yelling. You're not yelling and screaming like I am. But the thing is, though, like everybody's awake in my house, and I live in a single house. So.
And me, I may look like I said, I might have a resting bitch face, and for good reason. Like I'm already fucking numb and I don't want to sound like a complete fucking dick for this one. But and I said this in the Facebook group chat that I'm completely giving up on Philly sports until shit changes in this city. Nothing with that regard.
But here's the thing, though. That sounds like you're a fake fan.
Like
the way that it comes off, it sounds like you're a fake fan, man. Don't be that way.
I'm kind of like it's ridiculous. Like I said, I'm not going
to. At this point, I'm used to it. At this fucking point, I'm used to the disappointment.
That's why we've always been referred.
Disappoint me half the fucking time,
which is no surprise.
No fucking surprise to them. The Sixers have already fucking.
Well, it's the same expectation as. And shout out to Dante, who's been in the chat in here as well. Said it best. Philly has been notoriously known to bait us in and year fucking out.
He said it best in the fucking chat that they bait us in with a tremendous fucking season,
and then we're seeing this shit,
and then they implode, and then it's disappointment. It's like, what the hell?
Like what do we do to deserve this?
We didn't do shit. It's them getting millions to suck.
Sure.
It's every time. It's like once these players get the $1 million, guess what? They stop trying.
And it's also kind of crazy.
Get their bag. Guess what? They stop trying.
And speaking with the Phillies, though, it's like I with the season being over, I would not be surprised if someone needs to grow a pair of balls and call everybody out. That's coming from the manager to the hitting coach
We
to your
want
own.
to, dude, RQ, fuck Grimace.
Oh yeah, Jose.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't really want Juan Soto to
First
be
of
a
all,
Philly.
like, who wants to want to come here? That's the biggest
No,
question.
I wouldn't say that. There's people that want to come here. We're still a hot commodity because we make the playoffs.
But all of it is just to disappoint the fans.
You're just saying that because you're all upset. You're like, what's the use? The thing is,
Yeah,
though,
I know. I'd
thing
say
is,
like,
hold on, let me finish. We don't have a solid right fielder. Once we moved Harper to first, we lost that right
me
fielder.
left.
No, when we put Harper to first, we lost that right fielder.
I don't think. I mean, that's true, but Nick has not really been that bad at
Cassie's
defensive.
not been that bad, but also too, you can move him back to left field, that's where he shined.
Yeah, that's also true as well.
You need to move him. You can move him to left field and get Soto. But again, how much is that going to help? Because we thought getting guys like Turner could help.
And Moose stopped to second base. Maybe that.
No, we were thinking that would help getting Turner. Evidently, it only helped in the regular season, and come playoffs, we still imploded. What we really need? A better bullpen coach, because what the fuck happened in the playoffs there? A pitching coach and a new manager.
Well, actually, I'm going to hold off on the Caleb Cotham a little bit because I don't think he's been that.
Oh, no. Did you not see the entire playoffs, Rob? Every fucking time we lost, guess what it was because? Part of it was the offense not showing up. The other part,
is pitching.
The bullpen imploded in the playoffs. Every one of them. Strom imploded. Hoffman imploded.
Honestly, I don't think the Phillies bring him back for another year. I'm just sorry. It's just how I feel.
Hoffman had too many chances. Last year he blew it in the NLCS. This year he blew it in the DS. He's good as gone. He's good as gone. Strom, I'll give him another year. Like Strom, whatever.
I mean,
Strom's been
I think this
solid.
is the only down year that Strom has had since his time in the city, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
I'll give him the benefit of the doubt.
Look at last year. Even in the playoffs last year, Strom was good. This year, he was good, in the regular season, but in playoffs, somehow he didn't have it.
Like I said, that Strom's the only guy I can give the benefit of the doubt to, because it's just like he don't start the postseason
he's been solid. Like 2022, he was good. 23, he was good. This year, he just wasn't himself.
It's kind of crazy too, Jose. I still want to keep Kyle Schwarber in this town. As crazy as it sounds,
he's the only one that did something for us in the playoffs.
I mean, Cassie, I'll give him another. I think I'll give him another year. Unfortunately, with Walker, we're gonna have to deal with 2 more years of his bullshit.
Here's the thing. Him and Harper are the only two that did shit. Cassie went back to swinging that dog shit. The fuck happened with Stott?
To be honest, there's a lot of problems with this team.
There's too many problems. There's too many.
And
the thing is, throughout the entire season, and even leading into the playoffs, we were seen as World Series favorites.
And unfortunately, nothing.
And the thing is, too, guess who's at fault for that? The national media, the local media, getting our hopes up.
And then we just came crashing down
this year. We could do it. Playoff start, nothing.
We came crashing down like how the meteor made the dinosaurs go extinct.
Exactly.
Or if you wanted to put in the Marvel comparison, we got Thanos snapped out.
We got Thanos snapped out of there. I think you got Thanos snapped out of there game 1.
All I'm going to say is to the Mets.
Somehow returned in game 2, and in game 3, Thanos snapped again. I'm like,
for the next 2 games. GG's.
Mets, y'all kicked our ass. Y'all are scrappy.
And y'all showed, y'all wanted more than we did.
Y'all want it. Y'all wanted it, and I'm gonna give y'all credit. Put the rivalry aside for a minute. I'm gonna give y'all
Hell, I would
credit.
give
Y'all kicked our ass. Y'all kicked
and,
our fucking ass.
and I'll be honest, I had my doubts with Carlos Mendoza as a first year head.
Honestly, I said it. I said it during the wild card round. Carlos Mendoza should be a candidate for Coach of the Year. He should be.
Yeah.
For
And
Manager
I
of the
do
Year.
think it's kind of crazy too. Like there's another guy that I think has another legitimate argument, and that's Mike Schilt of the San Diego
Yep.
Padres.
Mike Schilt.
But I
Also,
think that's
who's
going to
the
go
manager for the Tigers?
AJ Hinch.
Oh, AJ Hinch for sure should be in that conversation.
And that's for the American League.
Yeah, for the American League side. Yeah, for sure. But again, this is how Philly sports is, y'all.
Get your hopes up, and then
Get your hopes up. And also, too, I've noticed, like, when we get our hopes up, you have celebrities come out of the fucking world work all of a sudden, and it gets, we're star-studded, yay, and then crash down. We're star-studded. You get all these
and
celebrities, like all the
unfortunately,
fucking
that has
Lakers
not been
for
the
no
case.
reason.
And I know Tyler said this, harped on it before, and it does seem to after like we win like some sort of championship, like the players get lazy in this city.
Here's the thing: I don't think that it's the players that get lazy. I think the problem that happens with the team is like they can't replicate. I mean, they're still a good team. They just can't replicate that success of getting to a championship or winning a championship. Like the
Yep.
Phillies, they have great talent. They just can't replicate it.
Yeah,
They
it's been
struggle to because I feel like teams figured out how these players' weaknesses.
and
And
what's
the
crazy.
players themselves don't want to. I'm not gonna call them lazy for it. They don't want to like fix the weaknesses because that's what they're comfortable with their approaches, and
Oh
that's
yeah,
what sucks about it. Like you have Nick Castellanos swinging at everything. He doesn't have. He don't do that. Like and like outside of that big double that gave us that series tie in game 2, what has he done? What has he done?
fucking nothing.
Fucking nothing. Exactly.
And this is the reason why we boo you, and the fact you said these effing people, and we read your lips on live TV.
And here's the thing. That's what. And honestly, the local media we're fucking coddling this guy. Oh, he locked in because he said no, we didn't. He hates Philly because we booed him, so he just goes right out and says it. And it was the camera's in his face. He goes, "These fucking people." Well, if you
can
can't
read his
take the
lips
fucking
clearly.
booze, if you can't take the fucking booze, get out of the fucking town.
I mean, shoot, perfect example who actually took it and turned so
Boom.
positive, and that's Bohm.
Boom. Bohm
Even
said,
though this
Bohm literally said, "I hate this fucking place," and then he
yeah,
apologized, owned up to it, and then he promised that he would be better, and he was better.
the only thing I want to see Bohm work on is his fucking attitude.
His attitude. It's like after like one bad play, he kind of gives up a bit, and it's like, dude, I suck today.
Yeah, that just rubs me the wrong way.
You gotta just like say, all right, I made a bad play. The game's not over. Let me, own up to that and make better plays because the game's not over. And at that point, it was still 1-0. It was on our side.
Mm-hmm.
Just make plays and you'll be fine.
Because it's crazy. It's not say as crazy as it sounds, but
Jose, fuck Gabe Kapler.
And this is the way I look at it. Like, I'm not gonna be one of those Phillies. Because for me, I'm gonna be one of those fans that's like, I'll still keep my jerseys, but I'm just not gonna wear them until whenever. I know that sounds fake as shit, but
no, it sounds like a fake fan type of thing. I would not do that. My thing is though, is that I don't live in the area. I mean, I somehow get NBC Sports Philly on YouTube TV because I'm on your account, which I don't know how. Thank God for YouTube TV for not region locking that shit.
Yeah.
But will I still support the Phillies? Yes. Will I still watch games? Yes. But when it comes playoff time, I'm not going to immediately scream out, "Oh, we're going to the World Series." I did
Because
that. I did that literally this year, and I'm disappointed. I got let down.
I'm
This
gonna,
feels like this feels like getting your hopes up that you're going on a first date and getting ghosted.
yeah, I
It's
would
that
never have
feeling.
thought of that wasn't that analogy came out of you, but I mean, shit's
That's the
true.
feeling. That's the feeling. And it's like you're excited for this first date. You got your suit and tie on, and you got the flowers for the girl, and you go to the freaking restaurant and you're ghosted. Same disappointment, but it's for a sports team.
And it sucks, man. And
It's basically like you're getting. It's like you get married, and then like the next day you're getting a
you get
divorce.
divorced, and it's been as and the way I look at, like I said, I'm not holding my breath on it. Like I said, I'm not one of those fans that's like that was like, oh, we're going to say, oh, we're going to the World Series or the Super Bowl. It's like for me, I just kind of, I don't know, like I don't know what's the I'm gonna say hold my breath or just I just don't have like very high expectations because knowing it's gonna be the same shit. It's basically the literal definition of insanity. Trying different shit, but wheels the same result. Christ, on a
Yes,
fucking
yeah,
crack,
we
on a
do
saltine
different things, but
cracker.
it's the same result every time.
It's like this city's the literal embodiment of insanity.
It's basically a living embodiment of cursed.
Yeah,
We're cursed.
and
That's
it's also and
and,
to
and
really add to that too is like I think this city has more losing seasons than probably any of the other bigger markets outside of Chicago.
not really. We've had some winning seasons.
But it
I
seems like
feel like I feel like we're more so the city of choke jobs
and that's kind of the meaning I've been
because
seeing
we
going on.
make the playoffs, but we always choke it
Yeah,
somehow. Like look at like with the Eagles, I didn't get my hopes up with that playoff game, so I knew they were going to choke. So that's why I wasn't upset that they lost last year. The year before that, I was incredibly upset that we lost the Super Bowl, but whatever. Um, but from like, it feels like those 2 years after we won the Super Bowl, where it's like you think we were gonna go back to the Super Bowl. Nope. And it's like after we went to the World Series, we had hopes that this team could go back and potentially win it. That's the problem. For like the last 2 years, ever since we made it to the World Series, we had like this like hope, this
and it
false
just
hope
gets
that we
ripped
could
away
get
from
back.
us.
It's like we had like this like false hope that we could get back to it and win it. That never happened.
And I'm going to hate to make this comparison. It's just like Dallas fans. Like they always get the false hope. It's like, oh, we're going to be good this year and completely fucking.
Except the fact that it's way less time than Dallas because Dallas's last championship was damn near 30 years ago.
Yeah.
So it's like them, but in a more condensed time frame.
That's one.
For
Yeah,
us,
that's
it's
kind
3 years. For us, it's 3 years because 3 years ago we were in the World Series, and I think we were like 2 games away from winning it,
yep.
and then
And
we somehow
since
choked that
then,
one
it's been
because of.
nothing. It's
And
been
then
almost.
ever since, it's been nothing but down.
Mm-hmm. And Tyler, think of this too. It's been 15 years since the last time this team has won a World Series.
2008. I was. What was that? Like
You're
10,
26 now. You're 11.
11? Yeah,
I was
I was
12.
11. I was
No,
11 the last time they did it.
no, you'll be 10. No, you'll be
I was.
10. I'm
I
sorry.
was 2008. I was. I was 10.
Yeah, okay. I was 11. Oh, Jesus Christ.
You're getting my age wrong. I'm getting my own age wrong because you're.
Like, that should tell you how frustrated we really truly are.
Our brains aren't working because we're that frustrated. But yeah, the last time we won the World Series, I was 10. I'm 26.
Now, am I happy I got a sell World Series in my lifetime? Yeah, that was in 2008. But would have been nice to see it in my mid 20s. Unfortunately, I may never know the answer to that. And honestly, I don't know
We
where
probably won't know the answer until
we're dead.
Until shit fucking gets done. Because we got a long off season now. From now until
Till March.
April. Till next March, next April. We got a lot of decisions to make. What do we do with Topper? What do we do with this hitting coach? What do we do with the bullpen coach?
And what do we do with impending free?
What do we do with the free agents? Who's a free agent? Who's a free agent this year?
Hold up, let me open my computer because
I can look it up.
I know Estevez. I know is going to. I know Hoffman is in terms of the bullpen arms, but he's going to command a lot.
I'm gonna look it up. Phillies free agents 2020. Estevez and Hoffman are out.
And and there's another thing too
they say the core is mainly coming back because Wheeler's locked up to 2027, Nola's locked up to 2030, and Sanchez is locked up to 2028.
Because good Lord, I will admit too, and talking to the Suzu, I was kind of a big hater / doubter of Christopher Sanchez since he came up to the major leagues.
Because he started pretty slow. With his command was off, and it wasn't great to start, but he got good. Harper's here for forever. It seems like 2032 he'll hit free agency. Trey Turner 2034. GT Realmuto's here for 2 years. Castellanos is here for 3. Schwarber's here for Realmuto's here for a year. Schwarber's here for a year. Bowman's here for 2. Sosa's here for 2. They need to get rid of him.
Sosa hasn't done shit.
Oh,
and I can see why the Cardinals haven't done shit with him.
Bro, he's ass.
He can't figure it out.
He's ass. Stott's here to 2028. He's going to get re-signed.
But Stott's going to...
Marsh is here for 2028.
But Stott and Marsh need to start hitting the cages in the off season.
They got to.
No, this entire team needs to not get on their...
They're young players, so they can improve. They're young players, so it's fine. Estevez and Hoffman are due to be free agents, but the rest of the game...
I know Hoffman, from what I've seen like a couple with news stuff like that, he might be commanding for almost like $70 million at his max value. To me, I don't think he's worth that.
No, he's not. But the rest of the gang, Matt Strom, Alvarado, and Kirkering are back. They're staying.
Unfortunately,
Kirkering only had a bad playoff. Same thing with Strom and Alvarado. I mean, it's whatever. They had a good bullpen. They just got hit in the playoffs. Turnbull hits free agency. They need to re-sign him and get rid of fucking the bum Walker. So we're looking at an estimated payroll of $280 million come next year. They'll need to shed some salary to shore up areas.
All I know is that Walker better have a fucking buyout. That's all I gotta say.
All I fucking know is Taijuan Walker's getting bought the fuck out. $36 million for no. He's getting bought out. No fucking way.
Which is
he should have been dealt with already.
I mean, the only team that's like desperate enough to make a trade for him is probably the White Sox.
Trade him there.
That's the only team I could see that's fucking like
trade his ass there. Get fucking Crochet.
The problem, yeah.
Get Garrett Crochet.
Eh,
But Castellanos is due for $40 million for the next 2 years, so they probably could.
That I think you can move. You can move
You
off.
can move Casty if he's. I mean, he's worth that money, but like, if we need to improve, by
You're going to
the
have to
middle of
move off
next
of it.
year, you don't have enough. You don't have enough money. Schwarber's only signed through next season, and he's owed $20 million.
I mean, I still think he's going to get an extension
He's
from this.
getting an extension.
He deserves to stay.
Dude, he had a big fucking year this year.
Not just that, too. I mean, he's done a lot for this goddamn town since he's been here.
God. Hell, he has a fucking Hokie named after him.
Exactly.
Like, come on.
Like,
dude, you ever yeah, they're still talking about the Brent Rooker shit. Oh, get Brent Rooker.
the only dude's good for us is hitting the damn baseball.
Yeah, that's all his defense is ass. So no, don't get him.
I mean, it's like
Martian Austin Hayes are currently
Austin Hayes
down.
can fucking go.
No, Rob, he had a bad fucking playoffs. We had a great season. What the hell are you talking about? Juan Soto will be a top player on the market in the Phillies, just like every team can make room.
He's Soto's staying with the Yankees. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
I don't think he's leaving the Yanks. He's not
unless somehow Dombrowski pulls that out of his ass. I'm not holding my breath on that. Because
so yeah, they could get rid of they probably are going to get rid of Walker anyway, because Andrew Painter is going to be healthy by next year.
Yeah, I mean he was supposed to be in Walker's spot, but unfortunately,
we traded for Walker just because Painter was out. But why did we trade for Walker? I have no
idea.
The guy was notorious for having on and off years.
And not to mention, Walker's always had a bad injury history since he came into Major League Baseball.
Yeah. So several other pitchers, Ian Miller, ended the season, Double-A, yada yada yada.
Because I mean, you look at the rotation. You got Wheeler, Nola. I'll say Sanchez. Sanchez would be the 3, Stranger the 4, Painter.
So basically, everybody except for the two pitchers are staying in a sense. And
also,
except for Taijuan Walker, because his contract's gonna get bought out for sure. By the looks of it, because he's eating up $36 million. That's too much money to keep for a player that's out. Nah.
And I will say this too. In terms of you say, get rid of the coaching staff, how about get a new fucking medical staff, for Christ's sakes? Or at least more actually better trainers to actually help keep our guys healthy, for crying out loud.
The only player that dealt with honestly, because look at what happened with Painter. Painter's been out for 2 years?
About a year and a half.
A year and a half?
Suarez hasn't been the same coming off. I don't know which injury he had.
Let's bring him back when he still has a hurt fucking back, and he blew up in the fucking later half of the season. And he honestly shocked me today. I thought he was going to give up runs. No, he didn't give up shit.
I mean, no runs. I mean, he may scatter hits here and there, but that's.
He had that one bad inning, and I think it was in the fourth.
Yeah, 2 of them actually. Now if you think about it, 2 bases loaded jams,
and then it was just after that,
he just got out of
he was dealing. The man was dealing. The thing is, though, again, you couldn't hit for the guy. And the bullpen imploded.
And it seems and what's also kind of crazy too, Tyler, I want to point on to that. Every time, don't you ever find it's weird that anytime when Christopher Sanchez pitches, that we put up a lot of run support for the guy, but we don't do it for Wheeler, Nola, or Suarez.
Our big 3 fucking pitchers.
What the fuck?
That's a problem. That is a fucking problem.
Because
and the thing is too, that wasn't a problem in the regular season. It happened in the playoffs. In the regular season, I would be like, all right, sure, bad loss. Walk it off next time. You can only lose 3 games in this series, or you're out, and we lost all 3.
Exactly.
Lost all
Because
three. Yeah, we won one game.
bats went cold. Pitching was garbage, mostly bullpen.
Yeah, mostly the bullpen. Yeah.
And it kind of worries me. So, like, because if this shit continues too, it's like,
How long?
I don't want
How
to speak
long
into
is
the
this going to
future.
sustain? How long is this team going to sustain?
Yeah, sustain for
success?
one. Number two, like how much longer are you going to not say this is going to sustain, but at the same time you're going to have players asking out of Philadelphia to go elsewhere.
Like, you can't win a World Series here. I'm out of here. Like, the thing is too, I think the big one is like that would make me say, "Yup, we're fucked." Is if Harper asks out. If Harper asks out, I'm like, "Yup, we're fucked."
Yeah, we're screwed. But I don't think Harper's that kind of guy to turn his back on Philadelphia. Not like.
But you got to think too. He got drafted to the Nationals. He always said he loved Washington. He turned his
Washington
back.
didn't give a shit about him.
He turned his back because he wanted a better pay rise.
And I don't
blame the guy for wanting more.
He had a legit case for it.
He knows his worth, and he's worth a lot of money because he's a great player. The thing is, though, I think at this point he is on a quest to win a ring, and if we're not going to give it to him, he's going to ask. He's going
to ask out, but I just feel like Harper isn't that kind of guy to ask out of Philly. He's going to be that kind of guy that will ride or die with Philly. But I would say, here's another guy I think that could screw things up.
Here's my thing, Jose. The fact that Dave Dombrowski did all he fucking could with this team. He gave him Turner. He gave us Austin Hayes. He tried.
And just failed.
It just, imploded. Like, you know who I don't want to fucking see in a press conference try to justify this? Rob fucking Thompson.
Oh, yeah.
I don't want to hear.
Shit, I'm going to call him Girardi 2.0.
The hell with Rob Thompson? Get your ass out of town. We deserve a better fucking manager.
Because because the one thing I never liked about Topper, he was too damn laid back.
I noticed that too. And I was looking at all the press conferences. I think after game,
he blows it off.
It was like game one, like, oh, well, we didn't play well, and we didn't play well. Dude, get pissed.
Well, you don't see. Good Lord, you don't see fucking Charlie Manuel when he was here.
Just because the team chemistry would be fucked. But tell your guys to buckle down and play better.
Exactly.
Take some goddamn accountability.
Like, if a guy, is giving you a hard time, bench him.
And I think that's what he did with Bohm. And Bohm kind of stopped being, something happened with Bohm. He got benched, and it was like game 2 or game 3, and it was just like, yeah. Something's off with Bohm if he's getting fucking benched. Because I don't even know if we had like a credible backup for the guy. Because we were starting Sosa. I think we were starting Sosa at third. So, it's like, yeah, you can bench players, but for who?
That is true.
For who?
And I think that's where I think Dave needs to realize too. We need better backup.
We need better depth so that if a player fucks up, they can get benched. And we can start the other guys, see if they've got something.
Pretty much, Clay. Well said. They pretty much were handed the Braves handed this Phillies team, this division.
Yeah. I don't think the Mets are getting soda.
Nothing. You got an owner that has unlimited pockets. To be honest, God, I don't want to. To be honest, Clay, I don't see no uphill. Sorry.
There's literally no upside until shit changes.
Yeah, because if I'm John Middleton, I feel bad for John Middleton. Trust me, that's the one guy I feel bad the most. This amount of money for this team to completely shit the bed the last 3 years in the postseason.
Dude, He told fucking Dombrowski, "Go kill it. Get us some players." And the thing is, too, this is not on Dombrowski either. He built a championship roster.
And unfortunately, it just never really panned out.
It never panned out because of coaching. Coaching is an issue.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, this was the chance to win it all, and you couldn't get that done.
This was the chance. This was the chance. Because we won a division, albeit it was given to us by the Braves having injury issues. And
to me, I'm going to say this too.
It was
winning the division felt fake as shit.
It wasn't earned. It was not earned.
This was fake.
Yeah, was I happy we won the division for the first time in 2011? Yeah. You should see my reaction. I'm freaking the fuck out on a video.
Now we're looking at it in hindsight, it's like,
we're looking at it, I'm like, yeah, this shit was fake. That shit, we shouldn't have won that shit because, it felt like we only won it because the Braves were hurt.
Yeah, the Braves. Yeah. Because like I said, when the Braves are fully healthy, that's a whole different animal.
And I'm not gonna be like one of those fans and be like, but we had the bye and that's the
don't mean diddly squat.
Dude, fuck the bye. We did with the bye. We had a practice game, and guess what it did? Absolutely
nothing.
Jack. We won one game out of this series. One.
Because if pitching and hitting can't come around the postseason, you're fucked at the end of the day. And it sucks because, look, and I love the Phillies to fucking death. I really do. But the fact that this is going to hopefully not continue, this is going to continue. For me, I'm just going to put in the same category as the Sixers and the rest of the team in the city.
I'm going to say this. If they announce that Topper is coming back for another season, don't expect a World Series.
Mm-hmm.
Don't expect it. Philly fans.
Honestly, I will barely even. I don't want to sound a little pretty, but
say they'll miss the playoffs. They'll be a good regular season team.
Oh yeah, they'll.
But when the playoffs, don't expect it. Don't.
Like I said, I'm probably not going to watch a single postseason game,
dude. After their game 1 loss, I didn't bother watching. I didn't even watch the games. I didn't watch the games
because it's like
because something fell off. I'm like, all right, they won game 2, but barely.
Yeah.
And then game 3 they lost. I'm like, I didn't even watch game 4 at all. I didn't watch tonight's game. I knew it was gonna be bad. I knew it.
Because it's like it's fucking predictable.
I'm like, watch. They're gonna the bats came alive in the later innings of that one game. I'm like, watch. The bats are gonna go quiet for the next 2. What happened?
Absolutely fucking nothing.
Exactly. The bats went quiet for the next 2 games.
Because good Lord, because I love this team since I became a fan for as long as I can remember. And to really see
this was bad. Not as bad as last year because we actually lost to a good team this year, unlike last year when we lost to absolute trash, but this hurts. But the thing is, though, yeah, I will like we said earlier, we'll give the Mets credit. They're a scrappy team, but we should have expected a scrappy team, and we should have played our asses off to take down the scrappy team.
And I will say this too, though, about the Mets. They beat the Lowell Mets. I'll give them that. I'll give them that.
No, like Cooley said, Lowell Mets will not end until they win the World Series.
You know what? I'm going to say right now. I think they will. I'm going to call it right now.
Honestly, the way that they play hard. They play hard, man. And their pitching staff,
exactly.
Their pitching staff is amazing. Their bullpen's amazing.
Even though Vientos,
Vientos has been struggling since wild card.
And actually, I disagree with that. The dude's been freaking. I will say this too, Sam.
All right, Vientos is okay, but like.
I will say, well, the Salga cheesesteaks, well, that really depends on where you go.
I feel like the meat, the cheesesteaks, they kind of sog out the meat. So you're right. We'll take that. We'll take that.
Oh yeah, you're not wrong. Yeah, we didn't show up to play. It's
Didn't
that
show up.
simple. Because
We couldn't handle that smoke. You're right. You guys kicked our ass.
and
We'll
look,
take the beating.
you
We'll take
deserve
the
to
beating.
roast us. Y'all earned it.
Y'all can roast us all freaking stream. We earned it. I'm just gonna say this. I'm gonna give y'all respect. I'm gonna give the fans respect. I didn't like how some Philly fans were treating the Mets fans in Philly.
Which
because I saw like a video of like a fan literally kicking out a Mets fan.
Yeah, I did see that. Like
and
that
security helping him out. Like, dude, no. That shit rubbed me the wrong fucking way.
Now, I will say this. Yeah. Yes, man. I mean, if anybody's new around the Philly fan base, it's not the first time people.
The thing is, though, I do agree. I do agree.
Yeah, we're a
that.
nasty bunch.
The thing is, too, we can be a nasty, and me and Rob, we kind of were like, yeah, we need to like break away from that mold.
Yeah, exactly.
We're one of the good ones, so trust us. We're one of the good ones. We're not going to curse at you. We're not going to throw.
Looks like
words
we
at
can,
you.
like we can respect, and like case in point with the Mets, because look, it's kind of crazy too. Even over the years, I can appreciate some of the Mets players over the years. I mean, a guy like Mike Piazza, who's one that I've always appreciated. Jacob DeGrom for a good period of time was just fucking disgusting.
You know who my favorite fucking Met was?
Shoot.
Jose Reyes.
For me, this is one of the biggest what ifs of the franchise. David Wright. If he had not.
He was solid.
God, was it spinal stenosis that did not derail that man's career?
It was spinal stenosis or something.
That's like, God damn it.
Shit.
I was like,
he was a dog.
I'm sorry, but that dude was just underrated shit. Jose for a while.
So don't worry, Mets fans. We're not one of the bad ones.
Like I said, we don't hate. That's kind of thing you get with me and Tyler.
We're not going to be hateful assholes just because you guys are rivals.
I mean, look, your division.
At the end of the day, this is just fucking sports. It's not.
Yeah,
serious.
I mean, look, and like I said, look at 2021. I could give a lot of props to the Braves for what. Well, I will. Sandman. Unfortunately, I'm sorry, but me and Tyler, sometimes we don't want to hold our breath to the Eagles at times.
It's and the thing is, though, we already got dominated this year by Tampa. I don't think I can handle any more domination for that team this year.
Oh God, it would be bad if we get dominated by a fucking serial. Oh God,
dude. If we
lose to the Browns, oh God, that I am not gonna. I'm just gonna
assaulter. If we get freaking dominated by, oh hell no, hell fucking.
No. I will say this too with the New York Rangers, and I've been seeing this a lot too. And this is no disrespect, but this is a lot of coming or what I've seen a lot of Rangers fans and kind of talked with a lot of hockey fans. But this is like the last chance that the Rangers have to win a Stanley Cup.
And you know what, Cauldron? You know what, Cauldron? I agree with that.
The Mets are having it.
And the thing is too, I kind of like. I was saying that I'm like, wait a minute. I kind of noticed something with the season. If you noticed in the bracket, who were the fucking Padres playing? The Dodgers.
And what did the Dodgers do? Shit the bed.
The division winners got beaten the shit out of by the scrappy underdog.
And this is basically what the New York Mets are doing.
It's basically the reverse of 2022.
And shit.
And we're the fucking Braves.
Pretty much.
We're the Braves in this scenario. This sucks.
I will say my top pick to win it all is definitely going to be and I hate to say this, not really, but it would be the Mets because let's be real, I can somehow I know the Padres are going to find a way to falter. I don't know what it is. And look at the American League. It's not the greatest on the American League.
Now, Clay. Now. Be nice, brother. The Padres have the Dodgers number. They just do, but that won't translate against the Mets. As much as I hate to say the Mets are winning the National League, the Mets are winning the National. Yeah.
That's also true, Sam. And I've been seeing a lot of the Fox broadcasts hating against the Mets.
Dude, I was sitting there watching, I think, game 1, and they were just glazing us. I'm like, dude, you're supposed to be unbiased nationally, and you're sitting there glazing us.
And it's also kind of funny, too. You talk about the most glazing, too. I know it's kind of irrelevant on the American League side. I've seen a lot of other fans want Bob Costas off the TBS broadcast because that dude...
He is blatantly fucking obvious with it. Did you see the double play on Judge?
Like he's so sad and so upset. It's like, what? Dude, you're supposed to be...
All that. Dude, he called it, and he sounded annoyed. I'm like, fuck, that's not biased as fuck.
Yeah. Because let's be real, Bob... I'm going to call it, too. Bob Costas is a washed-up broadcaster. Oh, and I hate to...
Dude. And also... The other thing I don't like is he tells stories back in the 1950s. This team, who fucking
like I said, I do think Ron Darling. Apologies, because my brain is kind of
Ron
fried.
Darling is solid. Ron Darling is solid. Whether it's as the Mets announcer or national announcer.
I think that or I think he also did have a spot on MLB Network at one point.
No, he usually does the TBS broadcasts.
Okay.
And the Mets.
I will say this too, though, with the Mets. Thank God, I will tell you this too, and I will hold my hand up to. I was one of the fans in support of the Mets having new owner because let's be real, the Wilpons haven't done shit with that team.
God, dude, the Wilpons fucking they were
shoot.
They were doing underhanded shit with the money. That's what got them out of the fucking that's what got the ownership in there. Because they were doing underhanded shit with fucking literally the fans' money, in a sense.
I mean, Ponzi, Bernie Madoff, anybody? Remember that?
Dude,
that was kind of big news story.
Shit with Mets fans' money, pretty much. Because the Mets fans' money, of course, goes to the organization and their salaries. So they were basically using Mets fans' money to do underhanded tactics. That's why Mets fans
and also too, Tyler, the Mets fans also treated Zach Wheeler like fucking crap. Because when he was hurt in 2015,
that's the ownership. That was the fucking ownership.
No, because Tyler, did you ever read about that? He asked for the team, to get tickets for him and his family to help support his team. He said, no, you got to do it like a fan, like everybody else. Like, are you fucking kidding me?
I'm like,
that still pisses me off.
That shit. He's literally on your damn roster as a fucking pitcher, and you don't even let him in. Oh, you got to be a fan. You're hurt.
Exactly.
That's fucking stupid.
I will say this too, though. Mendoza for me is my heavy favorite to win Manager of the Year because for a guy that's
the two guys that I have Manager of the Year, the NL, it's got to be Mendoza.
Mendoza by
to take a team that was pretty much dead in the water halfway point of the season. And made them into a wildcard team, and they just beat the division champs. Yo, Manager of the fucking
that takes a lot.
And then AJ Hinch for the Detroit Tigers for the AL.
It's kind of crazy. I think Stephen Vogt, he's got a legitimate argument too for the Cleveland Guardians.
He already inherited an already good team now. You got to remember,
who else?
He still got that roster that was built for the other fucking manager that they had. Fuck.
I mean, you also got Matt Cataro for the Kansas City Royals.
He has a case too because that team was already on the rise.
It was, but at the same time,
no one expected the Detroit Tigers to do what they did.
That is also true.
No one expected it. So I feel like the clear favor for that side is AJ.
That was kind of funny too. When you mentioned the two tire, ever since when Javi Baez went down, that entire team started playing so much better baseball.
Want to know why?
It's Javi Baez.
The guy is so ass that it was fucking contagious.
It's also kind of crazy too. I could also apply that to the Mets too, because when he left the Mets started playing better baseball. since Javi Baez left.
And hey, you know what? I mean, that's fair, Sandman. That's fair.
Shoot, if it's Mets Tigers, I'm all. That'll be one hell of a
No,
World
he's
Series.
talking about real. He's like only Philly that I feel bad for.
Sammy, the problem is with the Dodgers, it's like us in a way.
The Dodgers are the same in the same boat we are. We spend all this money to win the World Series, and they do nothing.
And the fact that they spent more than us and still.
Honestly, if you can beat the fucking if the Dodgers make it to the second round, if you can beat us, you can beat them.
Because it's like I said,
they're the West Coast Phillies, or we're the East Coast Dodgers.
Yeah, if you think about it.
We're the East Coast Dodgers. And basically Harper's our showhead.
Then they do. And the fact they're going to choke with Shohei on the roster, that's going to be even more embarrassing.
Yeah, 2020 doesn't count.
Oh, yeah.
60 games. Like, when you play 162 games, you're pretty much gassed, so you have to work harder to win it. 60 games, you're not gassed.
Exactly.
You're still in fucking tip-top shape by September at that point.
And that's the one thing too. The biggest criticism with the Dodgers, like they can't win after 162 games.
No, they can only win after 60.
I mean, it's kind of crazy too. It's kind of all strange. Yeah, that was also true there too, Cauldron. That they were so far back.
Yeah, they were so far fucking out.
And after the All-Star break, that switch got turned on quickly in the second half. I mean,
that's what really had me like during the wild card round. I was saying this because they were showing Mendoza and like they were talking about the success that the Mets had that got him to that position to be in the wild card. And I looked at Rob on stream. I'm like, you know what? Mendoza needs to be in the running for manager of the year. He's got to be in the running because he took a team that was dead to rights.
That is also true, Sandman, too. And that's what we've seen a lot of in other sports, too. We've seen like the lower seeds somehow rise to the occasion of the playoffs. Look at last year. Green Bay Packers in the NFL as a 7 seed. Wiped the floor with the Cowboys at home or actually on the road.
You want to know why? Because underdogs.
They always seem
harder. They fight harder.
And this is why I think the Mets are the best underdog in the National League.
And these teams are like, you know what? The national media is writing us off. The local media is the only one that's giving us somewhat of a chance. But the national media is writing us off. America's writing us off. So we're going to fight harder to win. While the number 1 seeds and number 2 seeds are like, all right, national media is fucking picking us. Let's just be complacent.
Yeah, that's also true. Like I love that run. God,
was that the run that like was that the run where it was the helmet catch or the other run?
For some reason, I'm thinking the helmet catch, but I cannot put my. That feels like a fucking long way. That's a long time ago.
2007.
Holy crap!
It's been long.
Think about it. 2027. We marked 20 years since that
the helmet catch.
Since the helmet catch.
Yeah.
If you think. But all I gotta say is, GG's to the Mets. Like I said,
a hell of a series. Y'all kicked our ass. I'm gonna take my licks. Y'all kicked our ass. We're not happy about it. We're pissed at our own team for not showing up, but y'all kicked our ass, and they
legit showed like they wanted it.
That's why I'm not infuriated right now. Yeah, they're a really good team. They're legit. They are legit. And you know what?
Yeah.
I'm gonna give credit where credit is due. The Mets deserve it. Y'all are us. Y'all are basically what we were in 2020.
In 2022.
Y'all are that scrappy, never say die team.
But I will say, if history turns out to be different and they finally break, God, how long has it been? Because the last time the Mets won a World Series was 1986. Holy crap.
1986. Yep.
I mean, they could have. Oh, it's kind of crazy too because they could have won it in 2015. Unfortunately, they ran into the powerhouse and the fucking Royals.
Yep.
Unfortunately, and it's also kind of crazy too.
Yeah, and I agree with that, Clay. They're not some flash in the pan team. They're scrappy.
The numbers really did show. Not just that.
Now, the only player that I don't really care for on the Mets is Winker, because he's a little bit of a hothead, but
that's kind of the idea. Like he tried to embrace that villain role everywhere he goes.
he embraces that villain role, which
And Tyler too. This is before he joined the Mets.
yeah, he
And
embraces the villain role. I can respect that, but yeah, the guy needs to kind of not do that. Be a dick to people.
and
And
it's
he
also
can be
kind
a
of
villain, like him yelling in the stands, the freaking fans and shit. I don't really care for that, but him yelling at the players, whatever. Every player fucking chirps at each other, whatever.
there are times where some push the boundaries a little bit. I mean, case in point,
Yeah.
like Jonathan Papelbon back in the Washington Nationals. Everybody remembers that incident. That
Oh yeah, when he goozled fucking
yeah, like Joe almost choked Harper out.
He goozled him in the throat. I'm like, Jesus, Papelbon, what the fuck?
All I gotta say is too with the Mets too.
Oh, and also too, Rob, you can't forget too. Papelbon was kind of a dick when he played in Philly too.
Yeah, that's also true.
Remember when he pitched bad and he basically did the motion of suck on?
Yeah, he grabbed his junk and somehow that got him tossed.
Yeah, I'm like,
but I will say this too, that I will give the Mets some appreciation. At least they cockblocked the Diamondbacks. That's all I gotta say on
that shit. I'm gonna talk about
you
this.
Can't, like I said, and
the Mets and the fucking Braves tag team. They fucking tag team to take out the Diamondbacks. And it was funny.
I'm saying, I don't think the Mets are. The thing is too with the Mets, I don't think they're like super perfect, but I do think there is a. Not say there is going to be some little question marks here and there,
and Carson too. Like you said, this year it bummed me out, and yes, I'm a little bit pissed off. I'm a little bit pissed because the team could have showed up and at least made it a competitive series. I didn't expect you guys to win, like us to win against a scrappy team. People were scared going into this series, like, oh no, the Mets look like us in 2022. I think we're fucked, and like everybody was saying it.
Yeah, because most of us, we didn't see that.
I didn't see it. I'm like, oh guys, hold on. I think we can take the Mets because we beat them in the season series. I'm like. But then I wasn't thinking because it was like, all right, playoff baseball. They'll turn it the
everything.
Fuck on.
Everybody starts fresh.
They usually start fresh and they turn it the fuck on. The scrappier teams turn it on.
Yeah.
And they did. The Mets turned it on. They kicked our ass, and we're going home.
Now, I mean, there are some issues I do see at times with the Mets too. A little bit in their bullpens towards the back end is where my slight concern is.
Yeah,
there's a little it's not like concern. It's like about like a little sliver.
It's a sliver of concern there, but
the problem is with Diaz at times, and we like the stuff is there.
We kind of rocked Edwin a little bit, even in the playoffs a little. Like, kind of threw a little bit of jabs here and there, but like again, even in the wild card, he was kind of rocky. But again, like that's just the back half of your bullpen. Rest of that roster, holy shit, are they good?
Now it's also going to be interesting too, because with Pete, after this playoffs is done, Pete Alonso is now officially free agent. I still think he stays.
Oh yeah. Papelbon was a nutcase.
Yeah.
He was a nut. But anyway, again, I want to give the Mets credit because again, they remind me of the 2022 Phillies. That scrappy team that think, okay, they're writing this off. Let's just try to win it here. They're that team. And, I'll give them credit.
Yeah, exactly. Like I said, I mean, I think the Mets are now.
That Philly guy with the makeup has a long ride back to Philly. Oh God, yeah. Oh God. Oh God, the Philly guy with all the face paint and shit.
Oh yeah, the Philly sports guy.
Oh, I feel bad for him. Oh God.
I mean, I don't think that
he's gonna be in the bathroom all night, freaking rough with his face.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna be that much of a far ride. If you're going from New York to PA.
From the city to PA, that's not really a long.
Unless you're coming from Jersey, that's a whole different conversation.
But you got to think too, New York traffic, Rob.
Oh God,
oh my God.
I only thought our traffic was fucking bad.
And the thing is, too, Citi Field is in the city.
I mean,
oh, it's a long ride. Yeah, it's a long ride.
I will say this too. I do think because, like I said, I'll just keep an eye on the off season here and there. But with the Mets,
I think
mean-
all they really need to do is retool the back of the bullpen.
I mean, and also too, find because if Edwin Diaz somehow can't find what he had in I think either
2020.
last year or the year before
I think
towards,
it was 2022.
yeah, because last year he busted up his knee on
Yeah.
on a celebration, which that still shakes my head. It's
He
like,
jumped up and down and then he fucked up his. I'm like, how the fuck you do that? And
yeah,
then
and it's like, man, and I felt bad for the dude. It's like,
he's
that's
referring
just
to the Philly
unfortunate.
fan at City Field who had the white face with the pinstripe. Yeah, that's
the Philly sports guy. And it's still kind of crazy too. And like I said, I'll do like I said.
But the thing is too, the Philly sports guy, when they lose, he takes the lick. Goes, all right, we lost.
Yeah,
the other team. He's
kind of
respectful to the other team. Yeah, he'll rib them, but he's not serious. He's joking around. He doesn't really hate. He doesn't feel that hate like Philly fans do. The bad ones.
Even though we do have a notorious rap of being complete assholes, which is also fucking true.
Honestly, what really made me go, yeah, we need to fucking stop with our bullshit was when Philly fans were dogging Nick Castellanos' fucking family and sending him death threats for shit.
I got that was his first year in the town.
First year in the fucking.
Oh god, that really pissed me off.
Fucking grow the hell up. Stop sending him and his family death threats. That shit's fucking dumb.
What's going on, John L?
What's up, John L?
Like I said, not gonna lie. I want to say this too. Keep Vientos as the third baseman because let's be real, Brady was just a hot pack of ass.
Solid, yeah. The thing is too, the team also got better when they benched him and went with Vientos.
God, and I'm good friends with a lot of Mets fans. Like, they want to avenge Vientos over Brady because let's be real. Now, the one thing I do want to address with Vientos, he needs to tune up his defense a little bit because there was more than a few times in this series like he could have thrown some run, especially in this game. Could have thrown Bryce Harper out of home had he not bobbled it.
That's why I would never paint my face. To lose is one thing, but to lose and have paint on your face afterwards, you probably feel like
we're in clown paint.
Yeah,
in a way, yeah.
I agree.
And
that's something I don't really do is just wearing fucking the face paint and shit and going overboard. Because what if you lose that game?
That's true. But the only time I might wear if I'm going out to a Halloween party.
Yeah, I only do that for Halloween parties and shit. I don't do it for games.
Now that would be funny. See the grimace and the
Grimace.
That would be funny.
Yo, I want to see the fight.
I want to pay money to see that.
I don't even care if the fanatic gets his fucking ass beat. I want to see that fight. I'll pay to see that.
Dude, that is funny. Oh god, now I can just picture it too. Just both Grimace and the Fanatic just throwing hands.
What in the hell is the Fanatic doing fighting the mascot from fucking McDonald's? What the fuck?
Yeah.
I'd pay to see that shit.
But at the end of the day, before we get up out of here, I'm just going to move on and just get ready for whatever stuff we got scheduled.
Yeah, we have TNA, but that's gonna be a solo thing for you because YouTube.
Actually, that'll be next week because it's also WNBA finals.
WNBA the finals tomorrow. And Friday we got SmackDown.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But
whatever happened to Mr. Met? Remember him? Voted best mascot in sports of New York. Where did he go? Got replaced by Mrs. Met?
No, he got replaced by Grimace. That's what happened.
Oh. I think people just care about Grimace right now.
Because it seems like Grimace is. I'm going to say it too. Grimace is a much better mascot than the fucking
baseball. And you're following the Mets. Only care about Grimace. Ironically enough, that's the problem. Mr. Met is still a thing, and Mrs. Met is still a thing.
It seems like they've gotten overshadowed by the purple monster that is known as Grimace.
I do disagree on Mr. Met being the GOAT. I think it's Mrs. Met that's the GOAT.
Yeah.
Because she fine. Oh.
Not just that. I mean, it seems like at least she knows how to, well, say behave than Mr. Met.
Mr. Met just like tries to fucking
I still
cause havoc.
remember when, and I kid you not, I remember reading this that Mr. Met flipped off multiple fans. Like, how does that fucking? How bad do you have to piss off Mr. Met just to flip him off?
Hell, I mean, look at what happened to our mascot. Our mascot pissed off Lasorda so much that the fucking fanatic got.
Oh yeah,
kicked off
dude, he made
the
his sort of life a living nightmare.
ever since. Yeah,
and God rest the time of the sort of soul.
yeah.
But at the
The
end of the
fact
day,
that Lasorda had our fucking mascot get kicked out of the fucking game. Oh my god, that shit was funny. But yeah, I think Mrs. Met is more of a GOAT than Miss.
Yeah,
there's a Mrs. Met.
a lot
There's
of people don't know
Met.
there's a Mrs. Met.
And she
when I found that, because when I found out, I said there's like, because I was like that too at one point. Said, there's a Mrs. Met.
Yeah, you have Mr. Met.
Since
wife,
when?
Mrs. Met. That's his.
When I think of the Mets, because that's the thing. When I think of the Mets, I'm thinking of Mr. Met. That's who. That's the first thing that comes to mind.
But here's the thing, though, Rob. The team is called the Mets, plural.
Yeah, that's also true.
Mr. Met, Mrs. Met. If it was just Mr. Met, probably just be called the Met.
Now you ain't wrong on that one.
So that does make sense.
At the end of the day, it is what it is with us. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it, because like me and Charlie are not gonna be one of those Philly fans that will just come up
like, oh, fuck the Mets.
Yeah, fuck this, fuck that, like, yada yada yada, and just yell.
Yeah, we kind of did that, but we were like doing that to our team because we're mad at our team. But
exactly,
we're not gonna be like, oh, fuck them, they shouldn't beat us and shit like that. We're gonna be like, you know what, they beat us.
It is what it is.
Take our licks. It is what it is. They move on. They had a great seat. They had timely hitting. They played small ball. They kicked our ass. It is what it is.
Yeah, but
kudos to you guys. Honestly, we had a couple Mets fans on here. They've been nothing but nice to us.
Like I said, I mean, they earned it. They earned the shit talk.
They were talking shit to us, but they
earned it.
They earned the shit.
Kind of like how Dante earned his in 2022 when he beat us in the World Series, but I'm still fucking salty for you, bastard.
Dude, he won't let it go. He's been talking his shit for 2 years.
I mean, and yeah, that's our boy, and that's one of our guys since.
Yeah, he just fucking dogs. He just fucking
shoot. Even, and I want to give him a ton of credit too. Like, and he said it best. We've summoned, and we are gonna.
And dude, I have a fucking a math teacher from high school who's a Mets fan. Not all Mets fans are dicks.
Yeah, and it's kind of funny too. Not all Philly fans are bad. So there's like a lot of misconception.
A lot of misconceptions between the two. Like, trust me,
I will say this too, though.
Bob's not a bad guy, and I know the people that were dogging us in the comments aren't bad people. So these Mets aren't my entire team sucks.
Speaking of that, I want to touch on that because that's the acronym I came up. I think I came up with, or I saw someone. I think I saw
somebody. No, they've already had that for a while. My entire team.
My team sucks.
When they were like bad for like a decade after like 06, I think.
Yeah,
like 06. And then they were like bad for like a decade. They're like, my entire team sucks and shit.
And also too, man, they had a couple guys that are like 1 year wonders. Case in point was Johan Santana was a perfect example of that.
But he wasn't really a 1 year wonder because he was good for other teams before that.
I mean, with the Twins, the only other good team I remember him being with was with the Twins, which is kind of funny.
Twins. I think he had like a stint with the Indians, who are now the Guardians. He had a stint with them. Then he had a stint with the Mets. He was like good for a year. And then
the fact he's the only Met in Mets history to have to throw a no hitter for the Mets.
Yeah,
that's
the only one.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and the thing is too, you're right, Cauldron. There's their special team, and they've proven it. They've proven it. In the wild card, they proved it, and this series against our team proved it. Came in, kicked our ass, and left. it is what it is, man. They're a special team. They remind, like I said early in the stream countless times, they remind me of the 2022 Phillies. They are playing like they have something to play for.
They're playing with house money.
They're playing with house money. They're playing
That's
like they want to win. They want to win it all. They're scratching and they're clawing.
yeah.
And they're scrappy, and I agree with it. They've been scrappy since the All-Star break.
Unlike us, it's complete opposite.
And Clay, I think you said this like countless times.
I say 22 was the worst loss for me.
Honestly, 22 doesn't hurt that bad because we just ran into the juggernaut, which was the Astros. Yeah, were they kind of beatable? Yeah.
And unfortunately, we just completely shit the bed.
We just went silent the last 3 games, but that was slightly painful. But I feel like the next year was painful because we lost to a team that we should have beat.
Mm-hmm.
We should have beat the Diamondbacks, and we should have made it to the World Series. No telling if we would have beaten the Rangers, but still, we should have been to the World Series because, dude, when the Diamondbacks went there, I think they got swept last year. They got swept or something, or they won like 5 games or some shit.
Something like
that. So they
didn't
deserve to even be there. So I felt like last year hurt worse because we should have beat the Diamondbacks. This year 100%. Doesn't really hurt. It hurts, yes, because we had that season series. We won the season series against the Mets.
But at the same time, we kind of knew the same expectation going in.
But we knew, but fans were already, they could tell, and it kind of reminds me of how it was when we played the Braves in the regular season. We were dominated by the Braves in 22,
and we beat them.
We beat them in the playoffs, and I'm like, and it took me a while to actually see that. I think it was like after the game 1 or actually the game 3 loss. I'm like, this is the 2022 Phillies. These Mets are the 2022 Phillies, and that's why I didn't watch the game tonight because I knew they were going to lose. Like, I knew it. I had a strong feeling they were going to lose this series after that game 3 loss, and I was trying to hold hope, like, yo, stay strong. We got tomorrow. But really, when I told you that, Rob, I wasn't even believing it. I was like, oh, we got tomorrow at least, and I was panicking. I was just panicking when I typed.
But all in all, GG's to the Mets. At the end of the day, like I said, we just want to come up here, brain a little bit, and just chat. Kind of just.
Honestly, the Philly mayor needs to raise y'all $1 or $2 million.
Well, it also depends.
Y'all need more than 8 million cheesesteaks, all right?
Well, that's also the question is too. It depends on where they're getting it from. Because if it's Pat and Gino's, you do not want to go.
If they give you Pat and Gino's, throw that shit in the trash.
Yeah, burn it.
Burn that shit. If it's like from like Tony Luke's or any other fucking place, go to
the smaller shops. Always have the. I'm sorry, the smaller shops have some really best cheesesteaks.
If it's the smaller shops, eat it. If it's from Pat or Gino's, burn that motherfucker.
Don't even fucking tourist trap bastards.
Mm-hmm.
Well, beside that, appreciate you guys hanging out with me and Tyler. We're gonna wrap it up here because obviously we got a lot of other stuff planned for tomorrow.
That's the thing, but that's the thing though, Cauldron. Like, I was proud of them. I was kind of, I wasn't upset about the 2022 loss because I thought we'd be back in 23. I thought we'd be back, but we weren't.
Yeah.
The Rangers team was good. But like you said, they weren't that good. I think that they would have been beatable. And I feel like that was our year too. That was our fucking year. 23, that was our year. 24 didn't really feel like our year. Even all season, it didn't feel like our year. In the first half it did. Second half, we started to taper off.
And Sandman, I'm not holding my breath. I really am not. And I know that's fake as it sounds.
Listen.
But it's the same expectation with this team.
Listen, unless Sirianni gives up the playbook, I'm not holding a candle to them either.
Because let's be real, Philly sports always will let you down. it's nothing new in this godforsaken town.
It's the Philly way. It's the Philly fucking way.
Mm-hmm. And sucks, but
And the thing is, too, like I was telling you in the chat, Rob, and telling the chat, there's been a few outliers. 2008, 2017, 1980. But that's it. Now, I'm not counting 1993 because that was like 2022. But yeah, only 3 years of outliers, in a sense.
But yeah. But shout out to everyone that's been tuning in the chat though, and just coming in, just hanging out with us.
Yeah.
Like I said, if you guys want to see, like I said, like we don't, like I said, we just because we don't really normally do these often, but knowing, the result of that, kind of get our frustration and feelings out of the way.
Yeah.
It's the way
And let, of course, Mets fans gloat, because they deserve
it.
it. They deserve to gloat because they won a series against us. They won the series and they're moving on. So yeah.
But yep. With all that being said, but you guys
was fun.
For sure.
Thank y'all for showing up and showing out. The team showed up, showed out, kicked our ass.
Oh yeah. They proved like who was the better team in the National League.
Dude, thank you guys for showing up when we didn't and capitalizing on our downfall or our faults.
And we appreciate that, but
yeah. Good luck to your team. Good luck to your team. Good luck to your team. The rest of the playoffs. Good luck to your team.
You ain't wrong, Cauldron.
And thank you for being a good Mets fan and not dissing us, and we didn't diss you guys. And
because, like I said, me and Tara, we're not the kind of people, and we're not the kind of fans we'll just talk. We'll poke a little fun here and there.
We'll talk a little
but
shit.
We don't really, call, be like complete assholes about it, like some of these other fans. And that
there are better teams in the NFL than the Eagles. We're a better than average team, but I don't see us as an elite team like we were 2 years ago. I'm not expecting much. Exactly.
Yeah. That's basically
You're right.
how you pretty much read my freaking mind right then and there.
I'm not gonna sit there and yeah, I was made a fool out of because I saw the roster moves and I'm like, oh shit, Super Bowl. No. As of right now, we're a fringe playoff team. You guys are making the World Series. You got a disgruntled Phillies fan telling you this. Yes.
And the fact that it's been the first time in 9 years since the Mets made the LCS.
I'm going to tell you this right now. And like I said, Cauldron, I'm going to say it for the third and final time. They remind me a lot of the 2022 Phillies. They're making it to the World Series. They're that scrappy. So, Mets, go kill it. Go kill it.
Yeah, because... Oh God! Now I just thought about this too. Could you imagine if the Mets and the Liberty somehow win a championship? New York is never going to fucking handle that.
Babe. Honestly, I don't even know how the hell to feel if that happens. I don't even know if New York will be okay.
Because take it from us, because good Lord.
But then again though, dude, does America really even care about the WNBA that much? Like you'll have some fans there. Like look at the last time they had a parade in a city. I think it was the Aces that won. Nobody was there. Nobody. So I feel like there wouldn't be a parade for the Liberty, but for the Mets, of course. Does Philly have a soccer team? Maybe they will bring you a championship. Oh, they choke too. The Union, they choke too. All of them choke. Every one of them.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh God, was that 2022 where all of our fucking teams lost in the championship? Oh God, that was one of the worst years of Philly sports.
That was 3 out of the 4 teams because the Sixers didn't even get that far.
Which we all kind of know where that.
We already knew that was going to happen. But you had the Phillies lose the World Series, the Union lose the MLS Cup, and then you had the fucking Eagles lose the Super Bowl in 1 year. I'm like, fuck.
Like, yeah, it drove a lot of Philly sports fans crazy, but
yes.
But other than that, though, like I said, I got nothing else to add. But appreciate anyone that's coming in, as well. Because, like I said, we always. It doesn't matter what fan base you're coming from. Like I said, we're always welcome.
Yeah, Carlton. It was the year of like failure because it was like the Phillies lose the World Series, the Union
Eagles lose the Super Bowl.
The Eagles lost the Super Bowl, and then the fucking Union
You're
loses
gonna lose
the
the MLS Cup
Cup.
to the I think LAFC if I'm thinking or LA
LAFC,
Galaxy.
yeah, it was LAFC, the Galaxy, I think. Yeah, the Galaxy.
God, I was. And Tyler can attest to this too. I almost drank myself to death.
And the thing is, too, Rob, they lost on the same day. The freaking
God, that sucked.
They lost on the same day the Phillies lost the World Series.
And speaking of on the wrestling side of things, we had Christian Cage when he came to Philly gave us a fucking low.
The next day after that, AEW Dynamite. If you watch All Elite Wrestling, if you're a wrestling fan,
that
Christian
trust
Cage,
me, Sandman.
Cage. No, it was Christian Cage that said some shit saying, "Oh, Philly didn't win a championship or something," right? And he was like, he dogged them. He was like, "Yeah, the same team that lost the NLC or the no, it was after the NLCS last year." And it wasn't just Christian. It was Kip Sabian.
And also it was double
him,
nut punch.
It was him in one segment, and it was Kip Sabian and Penelope. Even though Penelope was a Philly fan, I'm like, what the fuck, Penelope? Turn on us. But yeah, it was both Christian Cage and Kip Sabian who dogged the Phillies for losing the championship series. I'm like, motherfucker.
But
yeah, you're cool too. You're cool.
Like
you're
I said,
cool too.
Yeah, that's the one thing too that.
That's scummy. That's scummy.
That is some scummy shit.
I hate when fans do that. That's scummy. Yeah, Joe.
Because
your team killed it. Your team killed it. Yeah.
Because the way we explain this, it rubs us the wrong way. Because we do have to get it. And rightfully so, we have a bad rap of being one of the worst fan bases in. Well, kind of funny enough, because now that kind of starting to be toward pointing towards the Dodgers.
And then I think somebody tried to rub in our face that someone from Philly ate shit after the
which I don't.
And every time they try to diss us with it, we end up looking at each other and go, "Why did that guy do that?"
Exactly. And for those who kind of say, winning does a lot of different.
We don't all eat shit. Just saying.
Yeah, horse shit. God, what was it? It's like you're like a pile of horse shit. But the fact that this dude literally ate horse shit, it's like,
why?
And it's like it boggles it does boggle my mind, how winning changes a lot and changes people. In this city?
You drunk ass to go and pick up a pile of horse shit and eat it? What the fuck?
I guess that's taking the saying eat shit to a whole literal level.
Rob, you crack yourself up after that.
At times, yes, because my sense of humor is fucking shit. At times,
no, that joke was funny. I was laughing with you, but you crack
because it makes sense. I mean, the fact I've always had a saying like go eat shit, but this dude took it to the literal level.
And dude, probably someone told him to go eat shit, and he took it as a dare. I don't know.
I will say this too, though, Sandman, because we've seen that a lot of opposing fan bases make this fucking mistake. You don't fuck with the Rocky statue.
Don't fuck with Rocky. Do not fuck with Rocky.
I don't understand, because the Vikings learned that the hard way in 2017.
I will give you that the only good thing in Philly is Rocky until you get to the fifth movie. The fifth movie is trash.
Yeah,
until you get to the fifth movie. The fifth movie is bad.
No, I will say, Joe, I'm kind of 50-50. It really depends on where you go, though. That's my biggest. That's my thing.
Okay, no whiz. The thing is, though, I don't do whiz. I do provolone or
smoke
standard
provolone.
American.
God, dude, I'm already fat.
Phillies hate the Mets fans more than any other team, but I've always felt Met fans are more genuine than Yankees.
That is also true. I will say
that's why we can't stand each other. We're so alike.
Because let's be real, Yankees fans are more or like the Cowboys fans, delusional as shit.
The thing is, though, I can handle Met fans because there's Met fans that are fucking cool as shit.
At times we can relate.
Yankees fans, like you see a game on TV or you go to a game, they're absolute scum. Now I know.
This is what no one.
Now I know a few Yankee fans that are cool, but most of them,
Yeah,
scumbags.
and it's also, and that's the funny thing too, because like, oh, people say, oh, what's the worst fan base in all of Major League Baseball? They say Yankees. Like, I'm kind of surprised no one talked about the Philly fans, which is very shocking to me because of how
Philly fans
much.
can be scummy. Philly fans can be scummy too. I agree with that.
I mean, the fact we still have booing Santa, throwing snowballs at Santa Claus. I don't know why they move on from that.
Yeah, like
I mean,
move on. I wasn't even alive when that fucking shit happened. Like, come on.
yeah.
But the flipping cars and shit and
Oh God, that.
like
I'm
the
sorry, but yeah,
flipping
that really
cars,
does.
the flipping cars, the damn pole climbing bullshit. Which the funniest part of that whole scenario was when a porn company sent lube to Philly
Yeah,
to
because the
try
grease
to
didn't work.
stop us.
No, me and Tara are not that old enough to remember that.
What?
That we used to boo Mike Schmidt. I do not, like I said, that's performed one of my
Oh, that's
grandparents.
before my time too.
Yeah, because we were late '90s kids.
He probably wasn't that great to start, and that's why they booed him. But he owned up to it, and he became one of our best players.
Yeah,
And yeah, that's true. That is very fucking true. That's the same thing with Philly fans. Like, it's easy. He wasn't always like there had to be a reason for them to boo.
I mean, shoot. I mean, Bowman,
Bone's the
it's kind of
same
funny.
way. Like
It's
Bone's the
kind of like
same way.
comfort.
Like, we booed him because he was pretty bad.
Because and that's the funny thing too. It's like it's kind of like full circle. Like as older fans remember how we booed Mike Schmidt, and when we look back at how we booed. Yeah,
And people want to say that we're bad fans because we boo our players.
no, because we know we want to hold them to a higher standard.
We hold them to a high standard. We want them to do well.
And that's the thing too. It's
we're
like,
we're not gonna go like, oh, it's okay, you can have a good game.
No, we don't coddle. We don't do the coddling bullshit. I've read some stories where Dr. J did get booed, but he still became one of the other greatest Sixers of all time, other than Moses Malone. For me, it was AI.
But you can't say that to like fuel hate against us because we're not going to coddle players because they're playing bad.
No, because
it's okay. You gotta like
if you suck, we'll let you know about it.
If you suck, we're gonna boo.
It's that simple. And it's not. And look, and other fan bases do it too. It's like,
but yeah, they don't get fucking shit on. Oh, you boo your fans. All this. It's always us.
Yeah, because we always have this bad rap of being complete assholes, which in hindsight, yeah.
In hindsight, it's true, but
that's still, also like, and also that's plus when alcohol's involved too at times.
Yeah, when alcohol's involved, that's when we.
It takes it a whole nother level. And the fact
is, the drunks piss me off. The drunks.
Oh yeah, no,
piss me off.
Ain't wrong on that one. And it's also kind of funny thing is too. It's like, oh crap! I just had the thought and I just fucking lost it.
God damn it! You fumbled it.
Yeah, which I normally fucking do. I was about to say hardly, but that would be a fucking lie.
Hardly, yeah, right. It's every episode.
I know. I caught myself, so suck it.
Suck it. What are you fucking Triple H with the suck it shit?
But yeah, like I said, I know a lot, and a lot of other fan, because like Philly, because okay, so the toughest places from my understanding that players have hard to got to really earn the respect. New York, Boston, and Philly.
Do you know
maybe Chicago?
Do you know what moment where I thought, yup, Philly fans can be bad? And I defended the player that was like involved with this. Was when they threw popcorn onto fucking
Russell Westbrook. Yeah, that was fucking bullshit.
And
Westbrook didn't deserve that.
And I watched that fucking press conference where he was like talking like backstage or like in the locker room. He goes, "That wasn't called for, but that fan did." I'm like, I agree, because that was uncalled for.
You ain't wrong. I mean, shoot.
Yeah, pre-Broad Street Bullies, nothing but shitty teams, except for the fucking Eagles, because in the 40s they were somehow championship dynasties.
Yeah, but this is prior to the Super Bowl.
Pre-Super
No
Bowl.
one wants to fucking count that.
Pretty fucking Super Bowl, but Pittsburgh, they have their moments. They have their fucking moments.
I mean, shoot. In terms of hockey, the only one person we hate over here is Sidney fucking Crosby.
Dude, that dude whines for fucking calls. It's like,
we call him, that's why a lot of Flyers fans call him a bitch for a reason. I mean,
dude,
shoot.
Stop whining for fucking calls, bro.
And now, like I said, the only other team I know that somehow chokes in the playoffs when it comes to hockey, that's the Boston Bruins. I feel bad for Bobby. He's going to sit that 2 years in a row.
Dude, last year was an absolute fucking collapse.
How the hell do you lose to the same team twice in the back-to-back years? That's what I want to know.
But here's the thing with the Boston Bruins. They had a 3-1 lead and blew that. I'm like, how the fuck?
Like, how the fuck did that happen?
But then again, we can't talk. We have no room to talk because look at 2010.
Yeah, and unfortunately, Gooley has to rub that in our faces.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, because he also knows that championship's now tainted because of all the shit that happened behind the scenes with that Chicago Blackhawks team.
Oh shit! The Rangers beat the shit out of the Penguins.
Yeah, the Penguins are not gonna.
God damn, 6-0.
Yeah.
Yeah, 1967. Wilt was traded to LA. Yeah, that was a bad trade.
Yeah, and that Lord have mercy.
We haven't seen another championships until 1983, and then 1983 happened, and we haven't seen a championship since.
And also got a funny thing too. Speaking of the 1983 series, that's the only year we owned the Boston Celtics.
Since then, time they owned us.
No, they've been owning us for fucking decades.
That's what I said.
The
rest of the time they've owned us. 76ers were good, but they could never beat Boston except for 1967.
Yeah, Boston somehow just always been our boogeyman.
Yeah.
Because it's 6-0. Penguins got their asses beat by the Rangers.
They got fucking murdered.
I mean, the biggest storyline with the Rangers, though, like I said, me and Char are not the biggest hockey fans, but since like kind of how the Flyers are kind of trying to get back slowly. Right. Okay, I take that back because like
it's the season series, yeah, but we're talking about playoffs.
Yeah,
talking about playoffs. In the
season
playoffs
series,
now,
you did. Dude. We did split with the Celtics,
dude. Every time they play them in we play them in the playoffs. I'm almost scared.
They always somehow beat our ass
because they beat our ass every fucking.
They just like whip us like a government mule, for lack of a better term.
Oh,
no, it's the Lakers who I'm thinking of.
It was Lakers. It was Lakers because we.
Wait a minute. I think it was the year.
The Magic-led Lakers that year.
Yeah, which is kind of fucking crazy if you think about it.
But yeah, like later, like the fucking 2000s, 2010s when we played fucking Boston. Fuck that.
I mean, shoot, like it seems like the Flyers. God, who's the? I think now, because good lord, we all know the Sixers. Their biggest boogeyman right now it's always been the Celtics.
Their biggest boogeyman in hockey is. I mean,
well, not nowadays. It's not Pittsburgh because Pittsburgh is now kind of on the.
Back in the 2010s, it was Pittsburgh.
Yeah, Pittsburgh has always been the biggest boogeyman for us for the Flyers. Phillies, well, that really does. I think the Knicks are getting up there too nowadays too.
And then you know what fucking New York was saying, or not? You know what LA was saying in '82? They were saying "fuck Boston."
Yeah, and look how badly that.
And yes, I took that from a TV show that HBO made, Winning Time.
That's also kind of funny, the fact that. Like I said, I haven't really been to Hershey Park. Because the only time I go to PA is go to Philly for sports events. That's it.
I've never been to Hershey either. I've only been to Philly to sporting events. I went to a Sixers game, a Phillies game, and an Eagles game. I think it was preseason. I went to a game. And then up here in Rhode Island, I went to a Pats game.
Yeah, which is
Cauldron.
Cauldron. Yeah, if you're talking
Oh, the 90s. It was the Devils. Holy shit.
now, not so much nowadays.
I don't. Yeah, the Devils are. They're beatable now.
Had a chance the year before, a couple years back.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, the only place that I actually went to over Philly was the sporting events.
Yeah, you ain't wrong on that. It's like, because like, I don't know, like it's weird too because it's like now we also saw like a lot of other stuff. Tyler, I know I got your mentions around like 5:30 this morning in the La Familia group chat about the A's because good lord.
Yeah, they like literally at 5:30 this morning. I think it was around like 1 something there. They imploded the casino that they were supposed to implode to build the A's stadium.
Yeah. And like I said, I kind of feel like
that's cool. You had season tickets for the Sixers. That's cool.
That's dope as shit. It's like it's kind of great to actually meet some of the older fans.
Yeah, that's dope
because it's actually pretty.
And I think it's like how some people like to operate. Like, they probably like 3 teams from their city, and then like another team like from another city.
Yeah,
I know some people like that. Like they Eagles, Flyers, and whatever. And then they like someone else. Like there's been a few times where I saw people who they're like that lived in South Jersey that like the fucking Braves.
Yeah, unfortunately, because they didn't want to do shit.
They lost all teams. Yeah,
in the span of 5 years.
5 years it took. 5 years.
That makes sense. I'm sorry, but Shea was something different back in the day. Good lord. I mean, still one of the best moments just out of the post 9/11, and I remember this clearly too. Watching this,
that was like a fucking movie when Piazza got that hit.
I was like, yeah, that's some storybook shit. You can't.
That was some fucking movie shit. Storybook.
And yeah, I mean, I've seen a couple Mets. Yeah, Shea had some good times, and he had a couple bloopers here and there. I mean, there was like, oh god, there was this one right fielder. I remember this, and I watched the highlight of this on YouTube, where this dude, I can't think of his name, but if you're a Mets fan, God, this had been the early 2000s. This dude forgot how many outs there were. Gives the ball to the fan with 2 outs. Didn't think it was 3, and it became a ground rule double. And the dude completely fucking forgot.
Dude, that would happen. That shit would happen to me.
I mean, shit. I remember them. Milton Bradley. Anybody? That's the most notorious. It just chucks it. When he was with
I know you want Shea back, but that place was outdated, and usually outdated buildings they like to crumble.
I mean, shoot. It took us till
now until freaking the A's.
That's who I'm thinking of. Benny Agwabani. That's who.
That shit, yo. Like, wait a minute. Hold on, let me go to fucking YouTube.
Dude, when I tell you to go watch that,
I'm going to YouTube. I gotta find this shit. It's hard to believe. What? Benny. Wait, how do you spell his fucking name?
Let me
pull up the fucking shit. Oh, Og. Alright.
Because when I tell you, like, this dude forgot
I gotta see this fucking play. I can't. Wait, throws ball in the stands. He forgets the number of outs. Oh my god. Alright. Was this like a regular season game or what?
I think it was in the regular season.
Okay, so he got the catch. Oh my god, he literally just gave it to a fan.
Yeah, what it was like 2 outs in one side.
The guy's running home. Oh my god.
Like
Dude.
I that you've talked.
Yeah, I'm a casual. I didn't even watch much baseball in dude, he was literally handing it to a fan, and the guy was running from third. Oh my god! And I only saw the one, but two scored on that play.
Yep.
Oh my god!
Like I said, when I tell you the Mets had not, I mean, other
Dude,
than
what the like he catches it here. This is a live reaction, y'all.
yes, I mean, I remembered some days where
He
your
gave
teams
it
were
to a
just
fan
hotly
and went,
hot
"Oh
garbage.
shit!"
I
He literally gave it
mean,
to a fan. He walked away and he was like, "Oh shit, the play's still not dead yet."
because I mean, shoot. Like I said, like I said, we appreciate a lot of Mets fans coming in here, as well.
And
But
that probably broke the kid's heart. Oh my
yeah,
god.
it's like, oh crap.
Oh my god, dude.
I mean, other than that, though,
How did he fuck that up so much?
I don't know.
Oh
I
my
guess it
god.
was probably, if I would have to guess, probably in the moment.
In the moment, yeah. In the moment. Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
And God bless you, man.
You're basically an encyclopedia of sports. I'm impressed.
Hey, God bless you, because good
God
Lord.
bless you, dude. God bless you.
And I will say this too, though. My all-time favorite, let's be real, my favorite Mets uniform is the black ones that they had on the
Oh, I
post.
love their black ones. Those are dope.
Then I go with it, and then again, I do like their 1986 pinstripes. I don't know. There's something about pinstripes. I just love the pinstripes.
It's just a baseball look, man.
But like I said, or like we said, sorry, because me and Tyler are a team here. I always keep forgetting about that because most times, no, excuse me,
Oh,
that was just, sorry, that was KFC kind of coming back up.
Yeah, it happens.
But yeah, we're gonna wrap it up here. It was fun, almost chatting for almost 2 hours, which is
Yeah,
kind
and
of great.
also you got
Whether
to see a live reaction of me watching a Mets blunder that I completely glossed over because I never watched 2000s.
yeah, my grandfather was 4 when that happened.
Yo, Jim Bunning. Oh my, you, dude.
Yeah,
you
that was my
witnessed
my grandfather's early years.
Yo, you witnessed history.
Yeah,
Always stay loyal to your teams. Yeah, please, Rob. Don't give up. Stay loyal. As much as they break
like I
our
said,
hearts, stay loyal.
damn.
Stay loyal. And
Like, yeah, but we'll say like I said, we do balance. We'll do some Mets playoff games. That's for sure.
honestly, yeah, we'll do some Mets playoff games for you guys. Y'all are cool. Y'all are really you're Mets fans.
I just gotta.
Yo, Mets fans. I know we met 3 here. Y'all are cool.
Well, yeah, if you guys maybe hit that like button, hit that subscribe button too. Like I said, we'll do these. No. Okay, Saturday. Nope. Okay, so
looking at the schedule for the matchup.
So we're at the wait till October 13th. So we got to wait the winner between the Dodgers and Padres, and that's going to give us
they'll give us NLCS game 1.
Yeah, game 1.
Yeah,
hey, good shit. Like I said, we do some retro stuff too, but we're right now in the late going in late 90. What? Would you consider November? What, mid 99? No, what, late 99?
What? Late 99 because it's November.
Christ.
November, December. We got 2 months left in 99 on the retro watch party. And then
Sam said he was WrestleMania 2 in 1986.
Oh, dang, that's so cool.
Like I said, I mean,
yeah, if you like sports and wrestling stuff, if you like
we got y'all covered.
We got that.
Because Sunday, we do.
But hold on, we predominantly do wrestling, but we do sports as well.
The only time we were predominantly wrestling was the Dog Days of Summer, which they fucking
but
that's the one time of the year I hate it.
Starting next season, we're doing baseball, whether we're tired of it or not.
Yeah, that's also true.
So we're gonna stop being, we're gonna stop depriving you guys of baseball content.
Oh yeah, that's true because I know we didn't do a lot this year because I've been working a fucking ton and shit like that. It's like I haven't really because I was at times.
Well, take care, the Cauldron. Take care,
But yeah,
brother.
but that being said, I didn't mean to bring that up. But
Oh,
with
yeah,
that being said,
false
guys,
play stuff. Wait. You need to take that off.
oh yeah, I'll fix it
Wait,
when
no,
I
you don't
get.
have to take that off because we still support those guys, so you can keep that on there.
Yeah, that's what I'll say. Like, but
I'll say what the fuck.
that being
But
said, guys, appreciate you guys
yeah.
hanging out, and we'll see you guys tomorrow for the WNBA Finals Game 1. Have a good night, everybody.
Peace.